What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here. We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are
HellaDepraved.
You have a feeling right now that I had yesterday
With Sarok.
with
and Kambada
Sarok and Kambada
Lux.
and Loaded Lux on the same track.
Right.
And it's that going into it going, well, shit. Except yours is totally...
Because I'm so exhausted.
Tired driven.
Yeah. I'm so excited. But on the other hand, my eyes feel like they're going to close any second. Coffee's not helping. It's just not helping. So I'm a little worried. You're going to have to carry this one.
There's a part of me that really, really, really just wants to, like, scream at you and see if that helps.
It won't help.
Oh.
I mean, like, and then you'll be concussed, and then nobody will be able to really pull through
You'd
for
have
this.
to really carry it then.
Yeah, and that wouldn't happen. I'd just fuck around until I found the off switch.
I'd wake up to a 6-hour video.
I'd be like, you know what? You deal with it. Just delete it, and we'll pretend it never happened. And that lump on your head is so
It's just
sexy.
a hat wreck.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Crook dropped this a few days ago now.
Right. I did see it happen. So excited to see it happen, and then I don't know, the weekend was in the way, and so on and so forth. So
I believe it's called SCHEA Cotton. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
And I'm excited because it's Crook, and I'm always going to be
Crook.
excited for Crook.
And it's Crook. Yeah.
Hashtag COB.
No other explanation needed.
No. No. Alright, so with that being said, we're going to react to this as if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over, go do all the things, coming back, and we say it because we're a commentary reaction breakdown channel. What that means is we will pause for any and or all of the above. There's a comedy that I missed that was supposed to be thrown there.
Right.
And, yeah. So, with that being said, it's time to slash it up and break it down. This is King Crooked with SCHEA Cotton. Let's get it.
Shade.
I'd like to welcome you all to our little spot where we get down,
That's
you know.
funky.
Kick a few bars, smoke some cigars, vibe out. I got some real talented musicians in the house today. There's great merchants in here, but yo, I notice a lot of y'all don't like to say my name when you talk about lyricism. This is for you. Why?
Yeah.
And that is because he is king of them all. Or at least, you know, in the realm of the gods. So, yeah.
Crook is one of the best lyricists.
And has been.
And has
for
been.
a very long time. I mean, I think that's the thing that everyone forgets is, like, he's been around. And around...
Since we were
Yeah,
teenagers.
I mean, like I said, I used to listen to Crooked Eye when I was a teenager. And granted, I was West Coast, he was West Coast. But to me, he was top tier. And
She's got the toe ring to prove it.
But that's before I had even ever heard of Eminem, before he came on the scene. So, yeah.
Crook's been in the game a long time.
I listened to a lot of him in Tech 9, actually.
Him and Tech?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Along with Busta and...
I listen to a lot of people.
Yeah.
My big surgence in my listening to hip-hop probably didn't hit till late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay. I was listening earlier than that because I graduated 99.
Funny because it ties in with Eminem starting to rap, but it's not because of him.
Right.
Because, I mean, I grew up also listening to Dre, Snoop,
Right.
Pac, NWA, Biggie.
And see, I didn't get into some of those. Like, I heard them, but wasn't into them until I was a little bit more mature. Because I was a naive kid for a while.
Well, it's like, so prime example, Tupac.
Right.
As a kid, wasn't a big fan.
Right.
I also didn't live that lifestyle.
Correct.
I was a white suburban kid. So it didn't resonate with me.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was listening to Bone Thugs, Tribe. Like I said, Busta, a lot of him, a lot of Tech, a lot of Crooked Eye. And that's also partially because I enjoyed them instrumentally more.
Right.
But yeah, it wasn't until I got older that I appreciated some of the other people.
I was going to say, once I hit about 23, 24, and like moved around and lived in some ghettos. And
right. Once I met more people and was friends with more people and diversity. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So. But I like the funk.
Get 'em, Crook.
Garage funk. It's awesome.
So a lot of y'all don't like to say my name when you talk about lyricism. This is for you. Wide open for the J and I'm SCHEA Cotton. I'm making it rain while you stuck in the paint watching. I'm keeping it.
Hold on.
Open for the J and I'm SCHEA Cotton. I'm making it rain while you stuck in the paint watching. I'm keeping the game popping. When I'm trapping on the block, it reminds.
Making it rain while you're stuck in the paint watching is a basketball reference.
Okay.
So it's like raining shots on them.
Okay.
And they're stuck in the paint, which is the square underneath and kind of out of the basket.
Okay.
It's called in
well,
the paint.
and that makes sense because the saying for like timeout is watching the paint dry. So, okay, makes sense.
Talk about lyricism. This is for you. Wide open for the J and I'm SCHEA Cotton. I'm making it rain while you stuck in the paint watching. I'm keeping the game popping. When I'm trapping on the block, it remind you of name dropping. Cause I'm magic with the rock like I'm Irvin Dwayne Johnson. Please.
I knew he was going with Dwayne.
Dwayne Johnson.
That's great. The Rock.
Irvin Johnson, sports player.
Right.
Dwayne Johnson
So he
is the Rock.
comboed them. Yep.
So he
Very
combined
nice.
them, Irvin Dwayne Johnson.
Very nice.
And then he had he mentioned the Rock.
Rock in the block. But I like the how did he phrase it? And then it's like he's name dropping. Yeah.
Cotton. I'm making it rain while you stuck in the paint watching. I'm keeping the game popping. When I'm trapping on the block, it remind you of name dropping. Cause I'm magic with the rock like I'm Irvin Dwayne Johnson. Please, Pave ringing, Sade.
Magic with the Rock.
Right.
Irvin Johnson played with the Magic, if I remember
with the Magic,
correctly.
so it's he made a combo of the two. Then he said something about pave and then ring right after that. And paves are the tiny little diamonds that they make rings out of.
Okay.
Because I'm magic with the rock like I'm Irvin Dwayne Johnson. Please, Pave ringing, Sade singing, sliding up Broadway leaning, a suave king running through.
Sade singing.
Woo!
I remember.
Pave ringing, Sade singing, sliding up Broadway leaning, a suave king running through blocks like I'm Dante Freeman. My Glock stay fiending, that pole stay Devontae swinging. I told you about the keys in the Winnebago. Them squares help me taste the bread like they in the Ago. I was in the H though, fuck.
Holy shit, he is just dropping so many names. That's great. I'm still stuck on Sade.
I've missed so much.
You were supposed to be carrying this, Buster. Come on now.
I rely a lot on you on the bar catching at this point. You're far smarter than I am.
You've gotten lazy.
I have.
Glock stay fiending, that pole stay Devontae swinging. I told you about the keys in the Winnebago. Them squares help me taste the bread like they in the Ago. I was.
Them squares help me taste the bread.
Right.
Like I'm in an Eggo. Eggo is a waffle, which is
The
basically
Lego
like
Eggo.
it's like bread. It's not really.
It's fake everything.
Right, but they also have the squares in them.
Right. They're waffles.
So
Yeah.
squares, Eggo.
Yeah.
Lego my Eggo. Bitch.
Told you about the keys in the Winnebago. Them squares help me taste the bread like they in the Ago. I was in the H though, fucking with niggas pouring promethazine in a Fago. Telling me that shit is fuego. They know I'm on some other shit. I came to this bitch on the mothership, cut from a miraculous cloth. My body.
Ooh! Ooh!
Oh.
Ooh, hold on.
In the H though, fucking with niggas pouring promethazine and a Fago. Telling me that shit is fuego. They know I'm on some other shit. I came to this bitch on the mothership.
And he had just come out of a lean bar, by the way. He had said the word lean, and then he goes into the H shit with the promethazine, telling me that shit is fuego. That's great.
And then,
great.
So then after that,
Did you know that promethazine can also be used as an anti-nausea medication? Strange that.
Right.
Telling me that shit is fuego. They know I'm on some other shit. I came to this bitch on the mothership.
That's what I keep pausing it for. He says on some other shit, I can't let this bitch on the mothership.
Right. You can't
Just
sit on our ship. Well,
you can't sit here. It's Wednesday.
He's on another planet. I mean, like we said,
Right.
God level.
Telling me that shit is fuego. They know I'm on some other shit. I came to this bitch on the mothership, cut from a miraculous cloth. My body was peacefully resting in a sarcophagus. A god with his arms crossed over.
He's like, y'all disturbed my slumber.
He just called himself Jesus.
Well, no, he said he was a god resting in a sarcophagus. And a sarcophagus was typically Egyptian.
Well, right.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but still. He's like, I am on another tier. I was cut from...
I feel like he's doing what he does best and just mixing them together. Because the cut from a magical cloth, if you think about the shroud.
Right. Or you could just be talking about... I mean, like, again, he's a master when it comes to, like...
Mummy wrapping as well, he could be referencing.
Right. And a lot of religions feel like the Milky Way sky is a cloth. It's representative, so he's astral, But the sarcophagus line with the arms crossed was typically Egyptian in terms of how they posed them and the name of the crypt and so on and so forth.
From a miraculous cloth, my body was peacefully resting in a sarcophagus. A god with his arms crossed over the emerald tablets of thought. A man of perfection, a master, the essence of astral projection. The ancestors' blessed dimension, traveling boss. Imagine the soul.
Traveling boss. Okay, those emerald tablets of Thoth. Fucking epic, because Thoth was their Egyptian god of wisdom. Like, had the whole library, the library of all libraries. Like, I could see it. You would make a very good Thoth. Yeah.
Master, the essence of astral projection. The ancestors' blessed dimension, traveling boss. Imagine the sauce I drip just cause melanin exists. Like fucking pussy fresh out. You felon in this bitch. I went from not...
Somebody's gonna be like, stop fucking pausing it. To you, I say, sir. No.
Because melanin's a drip, but that's great. That's great.
Just cause...
God. My brain is just like, I feel like it's like leaking out of my ear at the... No, like he has continued. The astral
This
projection...
is what I thought we was going to get, but from
Beautiful.
3 different people yesterday.
Sarok killed us, but...
Thankfully, a couple of them took it easy on us, and then
it was
Sarok
a chill
was like,
track,
I will never.
And she's like, I will never bow down.
I just spit some on your foot.
Yes, you did.
Sorry.
Yes, you did.
It was
But that
a
astral
hamburger
projection line is interesting because there's actually quite a few religions, but the Aztec one is the one that... Is it? Yeah, it's the Aztec one that comes to mind, which is they believed that their gods and ancestors, some of them, left this plane of existence. And it's not necessarily that they died, but they migrated en masse when the conquistadors started to take over. And the way that they've described their worlds is more like planets. So, like, that they somehow astrally projected living people to another world, which is where their gods originally came from.
Right.
So they definitely believed in, like, the sort of, like, alien gods, but having it's very interesting. Sorry, guys.
Astral projection, the ancestors bless a dimension, traveling boss. Imagine the sauce I drip just cause melanin exists. Like fucking pussy fresh out, you felon in this bitch. I went from not having a pot to piss in to having a master bathroom upstairs. It's levels to this shit. They ask me how I...
There's levels to this shit.
Such a subtle and amazing bar.
Like, how many levels is your house?
So I went from not having a pot to piss in to having a master bathroom upstairs.
Right. And then there's levels.
Levels to this shit.
To this
it's
shit.
Upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
pot to piss in to having a master bathroom upstairs. It's levels to this shit. They ask me how I feel about whoever think they better. How does leather feel about pleather? Get whoever you can get. The top ramen eater who pop llama heaters. Hotter than thermometers in Nevada. Hotter than lava and fevers. The cob godfather leader. Red beam in your cats. Them spots not a cheater. Them shots knock you out of your hot Prada sneakers. Don Dada top shot'll leave you beneath the dock.
Them spots
Breathe!
Not a cheetah. He's going as fast as a cheetah.
It's not that he's speed rapping. He's just not breathing.
No, he mentioned a cheetah. That's why I was saying.
Oh.
However, yeah, he's not breathing. And it's still epic. But I do like how he points out, like, take whichever you can get.
Right.
Honestly.
He's like, comparing leather to pleather?
Yeah, and it's not... honestly, part of it's based on your belief, but also on, like, where you're going to be, what you're doing. Like, all things serve a purpose.
Right.
Cheetah, them shots knock you out of your hot Prada sneakers. Don Dada top shot'll leave you beneath the docks while I'm on cohipas in Botswana in a hot sauna. Speakers throbbing Tupac, getting top from a top model diva. She a hot mama meal. You can't fuck with me, might as well forfeit. I'm SCHEA Cotton, the one they scared to step on the court with. Dear summer, fuck rapping, I'm going corporate to break on through to the other side on my door shit. Your lordship.
I love Crook.
It's like, I'll knock you out of your Prada sneakers.
If I read this correctly, he's retiring after he drops this next album from rap.
Right.
To go on to do corporate things.
Which, yeah, he's still going to be in the industry and mentoring and stuff like that. But yeah, his own touring and stuff.
Now, do I think he's legit going to put the mic down for good?
No.
I don't think anybody that bleeds this shit can do that.
But I also don't think that's what he's intending to say. Like, the grind of the touring and the
but yeah, I don't think he's going to be
releases on a schedule.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be touring a lot. I don't think he's
Yeah.
going to be, like, dropping albums.
Right.
I could see him still sticking around to doing features.
Well, and writing and some stuff with Shoe Gang and
Right.
so on and so forth, yeah.
I don't know, and he could prove me wrong,
Right.
which is fine.
But he's a musician, one way or another.
Right.
And a lot of them can't step away for good.
Now, he had said something there that I was actually trying to reference.
As well forfeit. I'm SCHEA Cotton, the one they scared to step on the court with. Dear summer, fuck rapping, I'm going corporate to break on through to the other side on my door shit.
Oh yeah, to break on through to the other side on my door shit.
Right.
It was a song By the Doors.
By the Doors. But you break through a door and you're on the other side.
Right.
Yeah. Also, he's going corporate, which means he's going to be on the other side of the label industry.
Right.
Music industry. So yeah. Yeah. Good for him.
Summer, fuck rapping, I'm going corporate to break on through to the other side on my door shit. Your lordship, my lyrics is locked in. Y'all rap about work. How many niggas is clocked in? Won't mention my name, you hating. I guess that's what happens when you interview Rakim and you in Eminem's top 10. Haters. Hold up, tell these niggas one.
Haters.
When you interview Rakim and in Eminem's top 10.
Right.
I fucking hate fans, dude, so much.
I don't know how many times we have to say this, but, like, people ruin everything. Fans ruin their own artist for other people who could be fans. And that's sad, because if you are a true fan, you shouldn't do that.
No.
You should want people to like your favorite artist. So, but if they don't, you should respect their opinion and move on and...
The fuck on.
bring somebody else in, you know?
It's one thing to have healthy debates.
Right.
But I don't feel like very many people can have healthy debates anymore.
Without getting, icky.
Right.
Yeah. For lack of a better term.
Y'all need to be better at master debating.
Right.
When you interview Rakim and you in Eminem's top two. Won't mention my name, you hating. I guess that's what happens when you interview Rakim and you in Eminem's top 10. Haters. Hold up, tell these niggas where I'm from. East side motherfucker. The city where the weed bags really the realest. We Hall of Fame with them sacks, nigga. Willie McGinnis. I really love this shit. As if rap was my grandfather. Imagine my disappointment in Africa Bambaataa. But fuck it, I'm back on the track. Massacre, manslaughter. The vanguard of this art, cause I happen to rap harder than asphalt in the black part of town where the rounds just crack armor. I'm strapped when I'm relaxing in bad water. It's crooked. Long Beach, Mount Rushmore. You decide the other three, but it's us four. Who did it better?
I like that.
Yes. You decide the other
You decide
three,
the other three, but it's us four.
4.
Bruh!
Yeah. Did you know that there were actually somewhat natural facial kind of looking figures at Mount Rushmore before we defaced it that were known as the grandfathers, which might be what he's tied it into? It was a First Nations monument.
Oh.
Natural, because that's how they saw things the way they were, left them, but yeah, it was a grandfather's thing. So him saying that being in Long Beach, rap is like the grandfather to him, and then within a few verses mentioning Mount Rushmore and them being the grandfathers of what we now see as our corrupt system, and so on and so forth, is just, he knows so much about everything that it wouldn't surprise me if he knew that that was the history. So, sorry. There's your little history lesson for the day.
Mount Rushmore, you decide the other three, but it's us four. Who did it better for 20 years plus more? You either high or you lying, that's the uproar. Sleep on my team, my desert eagle, your dreams. I could push keys till all my green equal your streams. I could bring a couple llamas through the double entendre you. That means your DNA leaking your genes. You feel me?
He just went all biological science on us. Your like DNA is the code to your genes, people. If you like your genetic code, not your pants genes. But there's your...
And then the uproar bar.
Right, but there's your double llamas. Double entendre. He's got to have so much fun with this stuff. He's got to be like, guys, I got an idea. Come with me. We're going to do... Nobody is going to get this shit. And we're just going to sit back and laugh. Because it's funny.
Eagle your dreams. I could push keys till all my green equal your streams. I could bring a couple llamas through the double entendre you. That means your DNA leaking your genes. You feel me? But I'm on a higher vibration. I don't want to homicide my nation. I just want to make the simplest quotes intricate dope. If it's about the purest lyricists on the coast, you listening to the GOAT. Keep going, hear me? If it's about the purest lyricists on the coast, you listening to the yo. And you don't stop. East side, Long Beach, you don't stop. North side, Long Beach, you don't stop. West side, Long Beach, you don't. To my niggas in Compton, and you don't. To my niggas in Watts, and you don't. All my South Central niggas, yeah, and you don't. To my niggas in the Valley, and you don't. To my niggas in the Bay, yeah, and you don't stop. Worldwide, and you don't stop. SCHEA Cotton.
Midwest.
Bay Area. The Yate. That's great. That's exactly the vibe. That ending bit is what drew me into listening to Crooked Eye 20 years ago, easily 20 years ago. Right. So, plus just that swagger. Right. I mean, he's just strutting. He's like, yeah, no, when we're talking about this, you're listening to the GOAT. Like, no competition. Really not. Really not.
Crook is a legend.
Yeah.
And it really irks the shit out of me when legends don't get
Their roses.
their roses.
For lack of, yeah.
Um,
Also, it frustrates the hell out of me when I'm like, Crooked Eye, and people are like, oh yeah, I used to listen to him. What happened? Same guy. You know, and it's like, I'm guilty of it too. I did not know that he rebranded and therefore didn't know where he went until rediscovered. And then I was like, oh shit.
right.
Now I must go backtrack. But again, it's just one of those things. It's like, don't tell me he's not up there if you haven't listened to him for sure.
Right.
But yeah, even like I have to give it to that whole Desert Eagle in your dreams, and that means your DNA is leaking out your genes. But I don't want to homicide my nation. Just
right.
like, come on now. And I know I just fucked that all up, guys, but you know, I'm tired and it's Crook and it's hard not to do.
The ego bar was my favorite because I almost missed it, and those are always my favorite bars, the ones that like
Almost slide by you.
Almost slide by, and then the light bulb goes off, and it's like, oh, are you fucking serious?
Right. He had quite a few in this one. Now, granted, I am also tired. The ego one did not almost pass me by because I heard ego clearly and then was like, skip back. But yeah, the sarcophagus one, the Mount Rushmore one, and that DNA genes one, great. So that was fantastic.
Fire.
I'm gonna be so sad when you move on to your next stage, but I'm so happy for you. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so with that being said, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below what did you think of King Crooked with SCHEA Cotton. Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Also let us know what some of your favorite bars were in the song, or if there were any that you feel we might have missed. I mean, there were some we definitely didn't call out because, again,
they're a little bit more...
They're kind of more out there, self-explanatory. Yeah.
Right.
There also might have been some we just straight up fucking missed, which is a very good possibility.
Entirely.
Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter, if you want a quicker response.
With that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later. Peace.